Ralf Rangnick told Manchester United platter, either hit me at the critical moment, or be cut. Ralf Rangnick has warned his Manchester United players that they will be dropped unless they start pressing. United take on Aston Villa in the FA Cup tonight, 7 days after they suffered a lackluster 1-0 defeat by Wolverhampton Wanderers. One of the most alarming aspects of that loss was United's failure to close down Wolves when they had the ball. We relapsed into habits that the team has shown in the past, Rangnick said. Pressing the opposition in their own half is one of the tenets of the interim manager's philosophy, so anyone that does not buy into it will be discarded. This is the only way we can compete in this league and at that level, he said. Whenever you watch games, even if it's not the top teams, they play with intensity. They play with physicality, with energy, and they sprint. This is what we have to do. We have to develop into this kind of team. We have to do it together with the players, and we have, obviously, to develop the players, identify for each game, the players who are willing and able to do that and to deliver exactly what we spoke about. Rangnick recently organized one-to-one meetings with his players at Carrington with the aim of clarifying what he wants to see from them out on the pitch. Despite being 34 years old, Edinson Cavani is one of the most accomplished pressers in the United squad. It came as something of a relief therefore when the Uruguay striker told Rangnick that he will not push to leave in the present transfer window despite interest in his services from Barcelona. The Catalan club will have to wait until the end of the season, when Cavani's contract expires, to sign him. I had a conversation with him yesterday, Rangnick said. He came into my office and we spoke for almost half an hour and he told me he will definitely stay and would want to stay until the end of the season. He did it on his own behalf. He told me that I can rely on him to stay until the end of the season. For the other players and me this is good news because Eddie is one of those players who, with his vast amount of experience, his mentality and work ethic, could really be a perfect role model for the other players. It has been a tumultuous week for United. Stories appeared in the press about discontent within the United squad over a lack of game time and the players' struggle to get to grips with the methods of the new coaching staff. Then, on Thursday, the club announced that Ed Woodward would be leaving his role as executive vice chairman at the end of the month. Victory against Villa in Rangnick's first FA Cup match will lift spirit. It is a competition that Rangnick has loved dearly since he spent 12 months at Sussex University from 1979 to 80. I've always been a big admirer of the FA Cup. I remember back in 1980 when I spent my year abroad in Brighton, I watched the FA Cup final at Wembley. It was West Ham against Arsenal, he said. I've always been a big admirer of the atmosphere. That was obviously the old Wembley Stadium. For me it's a very important competition. We will definitely try to play with our best possible team in that game and a strong team. We take the game as seriously as we can and hopefully get one round further ahead, but in order to do that we have to be successful against Aston Villa. We know it will not be an easy game because since they changed managers they have been doing well. They won 4 games and lost 4 games, 3 of them against the top team. It needs a top performance from us to be successful. Gerrard says that he is setting his sights on a trophy in his first season as Aston Villa manager. Gerrard takes his side to Old Trafford this evening promising to field a strong side against Manchester United. An FA Cup winner with Liverpool, Gerrard says Villa are in a position to make the competition a priority and says he will show total respect in terms of team selection. The message to the players is you can have some of the highlights of your career in this competition, he said. If you're English you grow up watching this final and this competition. As a youngster you dream of playing in it. You actually create the scene in the street many times if you want to be a professional footballer. I did, and I managed to live the dream. So the message to my players is give this your full focus and attention because a good run in this competition can be exciting. You'd be very naive to underestimate this competition. For me, the FA Cup always has been and always will be a very special trophy to win and compete in. I can guarantee that. I understand and respect the financial rewards of the Champions League and how big the Premier League has become, but you have to analyze where you're at and what your ambitions are, and what is a possibility.